Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, it's me again, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you live from St. Charles, Missouri, my hometown. Proud of my hometown because, well, it was the first state capital back in 1821 to 1826. Then they moved her on over to Jeff City, so there we go. Anyway, hey, this is going to be blog number 322. Now, 332, sorry. And the reason I'm saying that, 332, is because yesterday I told everybody it was 332, and it wasn't 332, it was actually 331. So therefore, I'm caught up now. So this is blog 332. All right, then. That being said, we've got a whole plate full for us today. My friends, I was watching Forrest Gump this morning, and I tell you what, that Gump, he was everywhere. He was in Vietnam. He went to the president's place of business several times. He got to ping pong paddle himself all over to China, and then he ended up in Greenbow, Alabama most of the time. Become a shrimp boat captain, and him and Bubba Gump Shrimp. It's a household name. Anyway, I tell you what, it's a good flick. If you ever get a chance to watch it, if you've never watched it, get yourself a chance to watch Forrest Gump. My name's Forrest Gump. Always got that at the end of it. Gump. Put that microphone up there. That way you all can hear me better. What's that? Uh-oh. You're in the picture. You're in the picture. It's alright, though. What? Oh, well, okay then. Yeah, okay, alrighty then. There we go. Well, let's see. What's on the agenda today? I would sing because everybody loves my singing. Everybody loves my singing. Don't you, Craig and Denise and all y'all over there at the Wyatt household? Yeah, I'm sure you do. At least that's what I always hear from you whenever I talk to you on the Facebook. Yep. That's what I hear. I hear y'all think I'm the best singer in the world. And if you don't think so, I'm sure I'll hear about it later on today. Because, well, maybe not later on today, but I'm sure I'll hear about it sooner or later. Am I right or am I right? Y'all out here yet? Y'all to let me know. I ain't talked to you in a few days. And if you was in the moving process, that's probably why. But any hootin' nanny. I'm going to pull up a song and I'm going to sing something. So I don't know what it is yet, so bear with. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to try this one. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I'm yours, my love. There's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore. You have gone and made me such a fool. I'm so lost in your love. This is cruel, cruel for you to listen to what I'm singing, and I'm sorry. It's so lousy, I should stop it. Stop singing that song. Boy, I tell you what, that was bad news. We'll just try to avoid that one, okay? we just put that one away for now. Because, well, blech. My voice is not in singing order, so I will not sing. Sorry. I know you're disappointed. The Wyant family is completely disappointed. Probably going to turn it off. Never listen to me again. You know, yesterday I was talking about that 72 Ford Torino. I can get back into that. Well, so anyway, we leave that car down there at the corner of the lot, and the only reason it wouldn't drive was because while it was upside down, transmission fluid came out of it. Well, sir, I decided that I'd fire that mother up, and well, I got in there and I hit the key, and that thing started up better than it had been in the last year that I had owned the stupid thing. I guess it just needed to get some oil down there around the rings, or up there around the rings. As the case may be, it would have been down there because, well, the car was upside down for about half hour, 45 minutes. So, anywho, we brought it down to the corner, and the guy and the sheriff said that we weren't going to be able to leave it there. And turns out that one of the guys that was with us was in a auto body class over at Lewis and Clark Technical School. And, well, he just so happened to know a feller named Fred. Fred was a son of a man named a man who owned a truck driver or tow truck company called Fred's I-70 Towing. Well, Freddie Jr., which is who that was that my friend knew, well, the sheriff done called the tow truck coming out there. Well, we told him to call him back, and, well, they tried to, but the message never got through. Tow truck showed up anyway. So what we done there was we gave Fred about $20, and he towed us all the way across over to one of the other guys had a lot that was maybe 5-6 miles away. So Fred just ran us over there for $20. Not a bad deal, if you ask me. And so anyway, we went into town and we got us some transmission fluid, and we got her in there, and we decided we were going to take that car to the junkyard. Now, you see, in the first place, a car cost me $125, and Marty said he'd give me $75, and then I could get $75 from the junkyard, so I'd come out ahead by $25. So I decided we'd go ahead and do it, and we got her all torn up and everything, more torn up than I was expecting. Speaking of expecting, once we got it flipped over, the rooftop was caved in, because it was a two-door, so the rooftop was caved in at the front windshield down to, probably 6 to 8 inches above the door. And so what we ended up doing was putting that bumper jack in between there, and we jacked that rooftop right back up. And that way we could sit in there just like normal. It didn't mess up the frame or nothing on it. It was weird. We were better body men than we thought we were, that's for sure. Anyway, it did have a cracked and chipped up window, though, which was kind of scary driving it on the highway. But we drove her all the way into St. Louis there at Taylor's Junkyard. And as soon as we got in there, we didn't have anything to hold it shut with except for the passenger door. The passenger door we had held shut with the seat belt wrapped around the door lock, and that was about all that was holding that front door shut. And well, the junkyard guy, well, first off, we kept the battery, and so that was a good thing. But anyway, the junkyard guy, he jumps in, he pushes us over to the side, and he says, "Whoo, you guys tore this up yourselves?" And we said, "Yeah." Well, he goes flying around through the junkyard, and meanwhile, the passenger door is like half standing open, and the seatbelt's still stretched around it, but you know how seatbelts are. So anyway, that junk that he goes around corners and that door goes flying open, and I'm grabbing a hold of Marty, and Marty's grabbing a hold of me, and I'm holding him in the car. And anyway, we get her all done and taken care of, and they buy it, and then that old car became their junkyard car, meaning they put their welding torches in it and their tools and stuff. So if they needed to cut something off a car, or they needed to take something off a car, they could go back there and do it. So, bully for them, you know. But the problem was, what I did do was I forgot to get my license plates off of that car. And, well, speaking of getting your license plates off of the car, don't ever sell a car to a junkyard and forget your license plates. On account, it ended up, somebody swiped them license plates, and they got all kinds of parking tickets down in St. Louis. Of course, they had them on an Oldsmobile, and, well, whenever it came time to fight the tickets, I said, look, the car that those plates go to are a Ford. So how can you hold me responsible for those license plates being on Oldsmobile? It's not my car. I don't even live in St. Louis, and you're still. They sent me a letter saying they were going to tow my car. I said, tow it. I don't care. It ain't my car. I figured, shoot, whoever stole my plates, let them steal their car. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't fair. Besides, back in the old days, if you wanted to steal a pair of plates, there was only one way to do it. You take them off of one car that's just like yours. Take that across town and find another car that's just like yours. Trade those plates over with that plates, and then find one more car that's just like yours. Trade those plates with that car, and then put those on your car. That way, they have to track 3 different cars before they get to you. That ain't even fair. That was back in the old days, back before I was a Christian. So, don't do anything that I did back then, because, well, that wasn't even good. That wasn't good stuff, you know. But those were the back in the old days, you know. There are these things that you remember when you was a sinner that you could keep people from doing, and if you don't tell them about it, well, they ain't going to know that it was a sin, because, well, getting somebody else in trouble for your faults of not being able to afford a new license plate or whatever is not good. Probably, chances are it was the inspection part, you know. Couldn't afford to get the inspection, or you could get the inspection easy enough, just couldn't afford the plates and taxes. So, just traded them around, but that's neither here nor there. Or you could have several cars with several different licenses and just kind of swap them around from one car to the next car. Depending on which car you were going to drive that day, you can just take your good license plate and put it on there. I know a few people that done that. Anyway, hey, you know what? It's coming up on my time. I'm glad to see that. Made it all the way through. But yeah, I'm sorry I put you through it, buggering up that song. I thought I was going to do Kenny Rogers. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. But it just didn't work out that way. Everybody considered him the coward of the county. But you could hear a pin drop when he stopped and closed the door. And when Johnny left that building, not a Gatling ball was standing. Anyway, hey, you know, I'm going to have to say goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. Well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. It's there Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? You know, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed in Jesus' name and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here and I hope you are too. Ciao for now. Bye.